Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend and you're looking forward to today's racing out at the Kenilworth track. Remember that the postman's done the Turfentine card and Enzo Coppola, our football analyst, has done the match week 10 for the Premier League. So have a listen to those videos. And our French connection and the Warricle is also going to tip Mauritius. So I'm going to hand you over to the Warricle, and he's going to go through the Kenilworth card. So sit back and enjoy.
Thank you, Delboy. Racing comes to us from Kenilworth on Saturday, the 30th of October. It's an 8-race program. First race starts at 13 hours 35. It is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters for fillies, 10 runners carded. My narrow first selection here is number 2, Nippy Winter. Tried the Durbanville track last time and from a wide draw, obviously disappointed. Prior to that, had good consistent form at the Kenilworth track, and if you look at the last run, even though running unplaced, the first horse came out and won again, and the second horse won, so there are strong form rounds there. Aldo Domea retains the ride and will be my narrow first selection. For second, we're going to go for the well-backed first timer, number 4, Divine Dynasty, Anton Marcus for Brett Crawford. Well related, and will be the major threat here. Very short at 8 to 10 currently. For third, we're going to go for Willem Nell's daughter. Give me the green light, number 6, Everglades. Improving with every run, despite being out the placings, had excuses second time out. The third horse has come out and won on her last run, and with the necessary improvement must be included. For fourth, we're going to go for number 8, Noble Grace. Richard Fourie, Justin Snaith, the first timer. Second race is a merit race, the 88 handicap of a 1,600 meters, 5 runners carded. Always be careful of these small races. They produce the results. My first selection here will be number 1, Adios Amigos. Had a fair comeback run over 1,400 at Durbanville. Back to this track, prefers this nice galloping track, and is a 3-time winner at this track. Will be my narrow first selection, despite top weight. For second, we're going to go for the likely pacemaker, number 3, Kariba Hall. Richard Fourie jumps back on for Justin Snaith. Has his peak run and will obviously be the major threat. For third, we're going to go for number 5, Black Belt. Showing good recent form over a little bit further, drops back in trip, has won over the mile, but yet to win over the course in distance. Has a nice low galloping weight of 52.5. For fourth, we're going to go for number 4, Dubai Lights. Moderate recent form. Has placed over this course in distance. Respect with Anton Marcus taking the ride. Race 3 is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters. 10 runners carded. And my first selection here will be number 2, Gem King. Good run last time at this track over course in distance. Finding good support and heavy going. May enjoy running back on a good going track, and with Anton Marcus jumping on board, could extract the best out of this son of Master of My Fate. Good form lines on the last run. The 2nd, the 8th, and 11th horses have come out in 1. For 2nd, I'm going to go for number 9, Tchaikovsky. Aldo De Meyer retains the ride for Kenneth Best Robinson. Made some improvements 2nd time out. The Durnville track trials the Kenilworth track for the first time. Lightly raced. And the 2nd horse came out and won subsequently in his last race to Admiralty Arch. Will be the major threat here. For 3rd, we're going to go for number 3, Admiral's Ransom. Showed good pace at the Durnville track last time over 12.50. Reverts back to the Kenilworth track, and with Jabba Jacobs taking the ride, may improve here. And for 4th, we're going to go for number 10, the first timer Zamzam, with Louis Makotwa aboard for Brett Crawford. The 4th race, the maiden plate over 1400 meters, 10 runners quoted. And my first selection here will be the Justin Snaith trained number 2, Tizona. Showing good form, run up in his last 2 starts. And the winner of that race, Senzo Unico, has come out and won subsequently. Jumps from a neat draw of 2 and will be my clear first selection here. For 2nd, we're going to go for number 4, Hinkley. Disappointed slightly last time over this distance at Durbanville after a good 2nd run. It was slightly shorter. Also jumps from a good draw of 3 and could pose a threat. Zelda De Mayo. With Keegan De Mello aboard for Dean Kanamaya. And for 3rd, we're going to get it'll go to my 3rd choice will be the number 3, Charlie Squadron, the luckless son of Coup de Gras. Always in the shake-up, always finds one better. Good form lines on the last run when the 1st horse came out and won again, and the 4th horse won. Must be respected. For 4th, we're going to go for number 6, Blizzard. Made a fair debut over this distance at the Durbanville track. Lightly raced. Makes his course debut, the Kenilworth track include. Race 5 is a merit rated 84 handicap over 1400 meters. 9 runners quadruple, currently is scratching of number 5. First selection here is number 8, She's a Rainbow. Won nicely 2nd time out over 1400 meters, the Durbanville track. Makes her handicap debut, carries a nice galloping weight of 52 and is currently at 14-10. Will be my narrow first selection here. And a tricky affair, yeah? For 2nd, we're going to go for Anton Marcus, board number 3, Silver Sabre, for Brett Crawford. Was just touched off last time to Galactic Star. The Durbanville track was slightly shorter. Has won over this course in distance before and could pose the major threat here. For 3rd, we're going to go for number 6, Alfred's Girl. Moderate comeback run over 12.50 at the Durbanville track. Will prefer back at this track, back over extra distance, and has won twice before over this course and distance. jumps from a neutral of 2. For fourth, we're going to go for number 2, Duplicity. Comes off a 23-week break. Has placed over this course in distance. Jumps from pole position. And may fool the back end of trifectas and quartets. Sixth race is a merit rating 95 handicap of 1,000 meters, 7 runners quadded. Currently no scratchings. Clear first selection now is the classy number 1, Good Traveller. Has won 4 of his 6 starts. Makes his course debut and should be too good for this field at the ratings. For second, we'll go for number 5, Barney McGrew. Ultra consistent, also 3-time winner over this course in distance. Maybe the likely challenger. And for third, we're going to go for number 3, Spring Awakening. Decent comeback run, despite some excuses. Does enjoy this track over the course in distance. Must be included. And for fourth, we'll go for number 2, Skidoo. Was very unlucky last time over the 1,000 meters at Durbanville. But four of the 6 wins have come at this track over the course in distance. Respect. Race 7 is a ready-to-run stakes, non-black type, over 1,400 meters. And this is where my best bet kicks in for the day. Number 11, Queen of Shadows. Keegan DeMetta jumps on board for Justin Snaith. Good third last time to Mamsen Toti, who has come out and franked the form considerably. For second, we're going to go for number 10, Homely Girl. Richard Fourie jumps back on board for Justin Snaith. Only concern, jumps from a wide draw of 15. And will obviously go sit handy or will have to drop off due to the wide draw. So is my second selection here. For third, we're going to go for number 8, Incredible. Last time over the mile, didn't act in the going after a good win over the mile at PE on the poly. Jumps from a good draw of 3. Could improve here. For fourth, we're going to go for number 2, 55er. Had excuses last time. Prior to that, one is made in well over the 1,200 at this track. First time over the distance, but does jump from pole position with Marcus on board. Include. Race 8 is a merit rated 67 handicap over 1,400 meters, 11 runners carded. Currently the scratching of number 8, Hammy's Fan. This is where my value bet kicks in. Will be number 3, Trip to Ireland. Anthony Andrews jumps on board for Candice Bass-Robertson from a nice draw of 4. Had excuses last time, the Durbanville track, after winning nicely over the 1,000 meters at Kenilworth. Is bred to relish the extra ground and currently at 17-2. For second, we're going to go for number 5, KCL. Richard Fourie for Justice Snaith could be the likely pacemaker here. Consistent recent form. Touched off last time quite late to Symphony of Light. who's a decent sort and will be the major threat. For third, we're going to go for number 7, A Moment Apart. Oswald knows this daughter of Time Thief very well, showing signs of coming back to her best. Last time has won over the course in distance. It jumps from a fair draw of 6. For fourth, we're going to go for number 4, Veronique. Louis Makotwa jumps back on board. Last time ran a fair race over this distance at Durbanville and has won at this track before. Does jump from a decent draw. Could fall the back end of trifectas and quartets. Thank you, and back to Delboy.
Thanks for that, the Warricle. The guys are really looking forward to your tips this weekend, and hopefully that you've steered them in the right direction. The Warricle's best bet is race 7, number 11, Queen of Shadows at 5-1. And the value bet is race 8, number 3, Trip to Ireland at 17-2. The Warricle's also tipped his best bet, Queen of Shadows, at 5-1, and Manchester United to win the double. The double works out to 14-1. So if you want to have a go at that, have a go at that. If you want to take the Turfentine best bet, which is Victoria Page at 9-2, onto Queen of Shadows at 5-1, you can take that double as well, or you can play around with some place doubles and win doubles, even taking Yankees and patents. So have a look, see what you fancy, and have a go. Guys, if you're liking the content, please like and subscribe and share with your mates. Remember, we want to try and get 100 likes on this video, the Kenilworth video. So let's try and get 100 likes and appreciate the Warricle's input and make him feel good with his momentum and his confidence. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.